The Acharya who is in the state of Paramahamsa, the Acharya of all sannyasis and parivrajakas, the embodiment of the pure truth, consciousness and bliss, the embodiment of the sacred syllable Om, the knower of the Vedas, the one established in the super consciousness.
Padaravindayoho bhakti siddhyartam, Guru Kripa Kataksha siddhyartam, Sheva Stairya Virya Jaira Rogya Aishwaryanam Abhiruddhyartam, Dharmartha Kamoksha Tirvida Pala Purushartha siddhyartam, Samasta Dritopashantyartam, Samasta Mangalavaptyartam, Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prasadena Sakutumbhasya Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Praptyartam cha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhuta Sarvadeva Devi Swarupasya Bhagavataha Shri Nithyananda Paramashivasya cha Jnana Shodasopachara Sarvopachara Archanaradhana Pujam Prarthanam Karishye Om Ananda Gandhalayaya Namaha Om Bhavaroga Bheshajaya Namaha Om Kalpatarave Namaha Om Pashupataye Namaha Om Pashavimochakaya Namaha Om Ipsita Paladayakaya Namaha Om Bhagyavritti Parivartakaya Namaha Om Madhivyadi Vinashakaya Namaha Om Samasta Kalyana Gunanvitaya Namaha Om Vidadipurishaya Namaha Om Shanandaya Namaha Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha Om Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha Om Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhuta Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Srila Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swamine Namaha Om Nithyanandam.
Continue to be the deep meditative space. Continue to connect with Irayanar Sundareshwara Paramashiva. Sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. As all of us prepare ourselves with the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. Now in that same space of gratitude, continue to connect.
Now, before we enter into the preparation and the meditation to receive Irayanar Sundareshwara Paramashiva, we're taking a short break, and right after that we'll be continuing.
Most easiest, most powerful, most inspiring, most exciting way to connect with life as the form of mother. Navaratri is the time to connect with Cosmos as mother, celebrate Cosmic Mother. This 9 days we worship Mother, worshipping Divine Feminine. There are some gods, 9 unknown gods. The moment you call, they will be there. Venkateshwara, Balaji. I tell you, people give so much for Venkateshwara because he does the job. He is a 9 unknown god. There is a village full story where Venkateshwara borrows from Kubera for his marriage and he is still paying the debt. Venkateshwara takes the responsibility of reserve to reserve. This whole story, beautiful story of Venkateshwara is an amazing concept. He is making Yaksha into Lakshmi. He is making the reserve to reserve. It's an amazing truth.
Here is the Australia Kailasa. How can I be so lucky and have a happy life in Kailasa? It's a long story. My name is Li Qi. My guru is His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Since I was very little, I already wonder what life for. I really want to know the result, the reason. A long time ago, I think if I earn enough money, I will be very happy person, and then life is for happy. I tried to earn money, and then I'm really rich, but money didn't give me happy. Then I tried to get the happy life in romantic love. Then the really romantic love take me go lots of place. It's too many stories during this time. But I still don't feel I get the result, get the life reason. Study from book, from video, from religion in many different ways. And when I study Buddha, that time I really appreciate Buddha gives so much intelligence to me about life. But I don't think study is enough for me. I want to be Buddha. But I don't know how. Who can let me get there? One day I found the video in YouTube, introduced Swamiji in that video. I suddenly, my eyes open wide. I get it. He must be my guru. I can get there. He can let me get what I want to know, and he can take me home, real home. This kind of feeling, then I start study from Nithyananda Sangha. One day, Swamiji Satsang said he need people devote land, home, for Kailasa, because both of us believe help Swamiji means help whole world. We just discussed so short time already. Decide. I really appreciate my husband love me so much and believe me, trust Swamiji so much. Soon here will be big temple, Gurukul, Goshena, and library. Introduce this my story to you, just me. Don't give up any chance to be founding father of Kailasa. It's the best thing you can do in your life.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightened science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of
Welcome back, dear viewers. Now, as all of us are preparing ourselves for the Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sahajya Samadhi Darshan, which is due to start very shortly. Now, let us all take a few minutes just watching this sharing of one of the devotees, how she felt being a founding father and a founding mother of Kailasa. Life with an avatar is so profound. Every opportunity you get to experience a phenomenal breakthrough in that aspect of life. Whether you are being someone who has decided, I'm going to give my entire life for Kailasa, and you decide to take, or whether you decide to take the jump of Apat Sannyasi to Kshatriya, a warrior for Sanatana Hindu Dharma, or whether of Kailasa. Whatever opportunity that you experience, you decide to jump in with, understand that is the greatest blessing that you can have, because there will be a phenomenal breakthrough through that which you will be receiving just by being a part of that happening. In whatever way you can, whether it is a small effort that you put to put a 1 cent coin and a banana leaf, banana and the beetle leaves, or whether you are giving your whole life to dedicate for this mission, whatever you do, please understand, with an avatar, every small action of yours, remembering the avatar, becomes your direct path to enlightenment. That by itself becomes a kriya, an offering for the avatar.
Absolutely. And Nithyananda, as you were so rightly saying, how we prepare ourselves to receive the avatar, how we prepare ourselves to receive Bhagavan Irena, Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampurun, when we are having this Sahajya Samadhi Darshan. Now, for those of you who are here, some of you may want to manifest health, manifest wealth, manifest relationships. Some of you may want to, become a part of Kailasa as a Sarvanyapita Yajaman. Some of you may want to become a part of Kailasa by coming and joining the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. Whatever way you may want to become, the best opportunity for you is now. So when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is blessing us as Bhagavan Sundareshwara, and Bhagavan Sundareshwara manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now's the time each and every one of us can utilize this opportunity and get blessings for our intention to manifest as a reality. Just by putting in the live chat, YouTube live chat, Facebook live chat as a comment, just by putting your questions there, your questions are directly seen by Bhagavan Irena Sundareshwara Parampuru himself, and Bhagavan answers our questions, blesses our intention to manifest our intention as reality. And the Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading, Devi answered the question saying, for you to do the Shiva Punya, just have that intention. Have that intention inside you. That is enough. So for those of you, so many of you who are here are really wanting to become a part of Kailasa, you have a sincere intention to become a part of Kailasa, to contribute to Kailasa, to manifest Kailasa within you, around you, to be a part of the Kailasa ecosystem. Whatever way you want to become a part of the greatest and the only Hindu nation, Kailasa, all you have to do is just hold on to that intention strongly. And when we have the live darshan of Bhagavan Sundareshwara, you can put your questions in the YouTube live chat, or in Facebook live chat, or in Instagram, Twitter, or in the WhatsApp chat on kailasa.org. We have so many can manifest your intention as reality. And we all just saw the beautiful video of one of the Sarvingapita Yajamans of Kailasa, McKinley from Australia, how her journey to becoming a Sarvingapita Yajman. And if you are watching this and you feel like, okay, I really want to become a Sarvingapita Yajman as well, you can put your requests in the chat, your prayer request, your intention, blessed by Bhagavan Sundareshwara. And in the live chat option that you have, you can ask any questions, and each and every question is directly falls under the divine eyes of Bhagavan Sundareshwara, and your questions gets answered. And what is the space that we need to hold as we prepare ourselves for the darshan, which is going to be starting in just a few minutes? The space of deep gratitude, devotion, and surrender.
And actually, like as Manyanatma Swami was sharing, each and every one of us, when we receive the darshan, whether you're asking your purpose of life, or whether you're asking whatever that you want to ask as a boon to Bhagavan Sundareshwara when he manifests through you as a Nija Avatar, please understand, even Sundareshwara's question, eyes falling upon your question itself means that itself is the greatest blessing and a boon, because that will clear your obstacles, align you to your purpose. Actually, many people who connect to Sundareshwara Paramashiva, each of them, there are many people who do the Leela Dhyana by reading the 64 Thiruval connect. There are many people who do the different chantings and connect. To everybody on planet Earth right now, even to many of the ardent devotees, to Bhagavan Sundareshwara Paramashiva will only be through Archavatara. But out of the 7 billion people, even if you are here by accidentally stumbling, you are chosen and blessed, because for you, the cosmos, divine, Paramashiva, Sundareshwara, whatever you call, that is not a mere formless existence. It is very much existing in flesh and bones in front of your eyes, manifesting in his Nija Avatara as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. For us, Sundareshwara is not a mere history, he is a happening, who is alive in flesh and bones, who has come down just to attend to us, just to answer our questions, just to give us boons, attend to our prayers.
Actually, just being in the presence of the avatar itself burns janmas of karmas. It's a very beautiful point where even though people can have the blessing to go and visit the temple, have darshan of the deity in the temple, The deities also manifest the consciousness. They, of course, radiating. But unfortunately, why the Nijavatara manifests. And how many of you, when you are sitting in the darshan, moment the screen opens and moment you see Bhagavan Sundareshwara sitting, unknown to you, without your control, automatically you start smiling. Sometimes your eyes goes wide and the tears of bliss starts pouring. Your whole being is just filled with joy. Like without your own control, like suddenly you'll realize, oh my God, I'm so blissful. How many of you are having such experiences? You all can comment in the YouTube comment, the super chat. You all can comment in the YouTube chat. Understand that is first thing, that is a signal that you are having that Shaktipada happening to you. And second, it means that the darshan is actually working on you, because when you have the darshan and when this kind of when your whole being literally reacts, responds to it, understand that means the mirroring of neurons are happening. Let's say you're walking on the road and you see, immediately what happens to you? Face also goes to, you cringe, right? Like you feel like that. You see like that when you see somebody carrying something heavy. Why? Because the way the neurons are happening in their brain, without you even carrying that heavy box, that neural activity starts happening in your brain. This happens to all of us in many places. That's why when you see a very romantic movie and your whole biology literally reacts to it. And when you see a very, let's say, a sad scene in the movie, and then when the hero goes like that, and when you also, your whole face reacts like that. How many of you have observed this? You all can keep interacting with us in the comments. Yes, I'm seeing Manisha Bahadur sending a heart, and Vincent Texte is saying yes and yes. And then Shilpa Shri saying whole biology changes. I think these are all the responses to my question of what happens to you when you, moment you see the darshan. Absolutely, ma. So now you know this. When you see a horror movie, when you see that the person who's getting afraid of the ghost, when you see that person, automatically you will also get afraid, even though you know what you're seeing is just a movie and the ghost is not going to come through the screen and do something to you. See, these are all happening because the neurons are getting mirrored in your brain. When in a movie scene, when some hero is talking to a heroine and this is they are having, and that itself is getting mirrored in your brain, then imagine and see, and that they are not intentionally trying to get that mirrored in your brain, what is automatically happening in you. Then imagine and see what reaction or a response happens. Open and you have the darshan, immediately your whole being just reacts. I'm seeing more comments actually are flowing in. Ma Devikarani is saying, yes, ma, in one of the darshan, tears simply kept flowing. So much relief and relaxed I felt. Thoughts just dropped and so unclenched. So beautiful, ma. Ma Devikarani, you actually need to know one thing. What experience you have had is millions of dollars worth. Just go and see some of the recent interviews that the celebrities have given. Some very rich celebrities have given. They're going through a lot, they're battling a lot of mental health issues amidst this pandemic. And how thoughts just dropped and you felt so unclutched. Wow. The amazing experience that Somji is giving is something beyond, you can't even say, it's just beyond any word that you can even. Listen, text is saying, can't help it but smile. I get it. It's just like, the moment the red curtains open, you're just all filled with smiles. Rahul Hassan is saying, every eye movement I notice with Bhagwan and we interact. I mean, Bhagwan's eternal bliss, Paramashivoham and me interact just through thoughts, without even commenting. Somji answers because he just needs intention. So beautifully put, Aya. So beautifully put. Actually, many people share that, saying how even they just thought Immediately Swamiji did that. Immediately Swamiji responded to them. It is just for them that Swamiji spoke. There is a cosmic umbilical cord connection between you and Swamiji. And all these are nothing but happenings that are happening because of that. Such a beautiful observation that you have had, Aya. And you should also know continuously, when actually many times Devi declares or Sundareshwara declares, saying that physically they are present in front of you. You might be thinking that you're seeing them only on the screen, but through the screen, they're seeing you. So such a beautiful thing that you observed, an observation that you're sharing with us. So beautiful. And Ma Devikaran has responded to the thing saying, definitely Ma, thanks so much Ma.
Actually, the way you can see, each of you are sharing, like the way your whole biology changes, your whole being in. Please understand what we are having today, what we are having every day, in fact, is a sacred science which is not easily available to people. And today it is being revived as part of the grand revival of Kailasa, where so many such sciences, where Bhagavan, where the cosmos, where the whole consciousness, divine, whatever we call it, is in an easily accessible dimension to us. Please understand, this does not just translate into darshans. In every aspect, whether education revival, whether revival of library, every aspect. For us, the ultimate, the best, the consciousness, so many things that are happening around. Even a so-called, as it claims, a country where Hinduism is majority, continuously Hinduism is being attacked. It is only Kailasa, it is only the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, who has decided to do the stand-up, to tell whatever it comes, I will boldly, unapologetically revive Hinduism, protect humanity by reviving Hinduism. But how can we, as Hindus, who are living in different parts of the world, each corner, someone of us may be sitting somewhere in New Zealand and listening to this, or somewhere in the US and listening to this, somewhere in Canada, somewhere in Europe, whichever part of the world that we are in, wherever we are, how can we keep this Dharma Chakra alive? What can we do? How can we be a part of this revival? Please, go ahead.
Now, as Devi once had told, it is the responsibility of every Hindu, a person who's born to in a Hindu yonija, means if you are born to Hindu parents, it is our responsibility to keep Hinduism alive. And that is with that commitment we have taken this body. So once we take this body, we as born Hindus, and of course many of us here are practicing Hindus as well, and each and every one of us to feel the responsibility of keeping this Dharma Chakra alive, keeping the enlightenment ecosystem alive, which is what Swamiji is doing. Yes, please. I just wanted to share.
Actually, I just wanted to ask all of you. There's many people I'm saying, Ma, Basdai Neval Das is actually saying, just crying, crying and crying. Nithyanandam explains so beautiful. And Ma Yogeshwari Rajagopal has put, yes, it's always happened when I see Swamiji. And then Rahul Hassan has shared, I manifested dream job of best R at, oh my God, I think the comments are just flying in. I'm not even able to scroll. Best air ticketing and executive, and that too. And he just manifested just by Swamiji's blessing what exact job he wanted. Shirang Dekaya has posted, many times it has happened that I'm doing something else or even in sleep, and somehow I'll be in front of my PC and the red contains open and then ask the question and they will bless me. Feel so blessed. And oh my God, so many people are commenting. And Bigyan Chapa again, sorry, I hope I pronounced your name right, is posted Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. Very powerful line, and actually in very sync with what I was going to share also. The experiences that each of us have been experiencing with Swamiji, the grace and blessings of Swamiji, through various dimensions of Paramashiva, one day experiencing Mahaganapati in physical form while the whole world is celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi and they're all celebrating with the deity. We are here in Kailasa, celebrating with physically with Mahaganapati himself. But the whole world is celebrating Krishna Janmashtami with the deities of Krishna. We, as Kailasians, are celebrating with the physical embodied form of Krishna itself. Each and every day, we wake up not to see celebrities, but to see Irena Sundareshwara Paramashiva landing down in the physical embodied form through Swamiji. We see Devi, Parashakti, the cosmic mother, manifesting continuously and assuring that she is with us. This amazing blessing, amazing boon that we have is alive. It is available to us because Sanatana Hindu Dharma is alive, and that is being made available to us by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. One thing we all need to really realize is this Sanatana Hindu Dharma is at a major risk, almost in the verge of being extinct. I'm not using the word endangered, I'm using the word extinct. Because what once spanned in 56 nations stateless except for Kailasa, the world's greatest Hindu nation. It is at an alarming rate things are happening. We also, the whole world was shocked by Palgar mob lynching. And then next attacks, now attacks on our Hindu monks. And then attacks on the major heads of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Now, at this point, it is we as Kailasians need to keep this Dharma Chakra alive. And it is possible. And now, let's come to have the darshan of Irena Sundaresh, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. That is also straight, spine in a straight line. Close your eyes and start chanting them. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.